And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Washington Redskins and our home team. Marr now to kick this one away. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field.
Maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
He's coming. We got double up.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. First carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3.
See ball, get ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Comes first carry for Darius Geis, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check 52. Spawn. Down and man inside. Down and man.
Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. You won't take.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position. Go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Thompson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execute.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. A first carry now for Thompson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboys. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
So aggressively.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use your aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taken from just outside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to their users. Reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Wentz now on 1st down. Complete. Richardson has it. Solid way.
When you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to... This will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Mike, here we go. 20!
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 1st down, here's the run with Peterson. Peterson a 1st down and more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 23-yard run as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's Adrian Peterson. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Tackle tackled there by
guys of these dimensions. I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
the Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes it comes through clean. Oftentimes, the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't.
Defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
It's always a goal to make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The last possession, these guys were...
Here we go.
On 1st down, this is Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his second.
As this game goes on, I'm going to hit him with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Prescott down. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. A good pickup there, 13.
And put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on 1st down, but this is
why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott trying to lay one up. It's caught inside the 25. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 50
going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. To have taken the lead. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on 2nd down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the 2nd down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on
continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Throwing on first is Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete.
Yeah, back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Wentz will try again on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. There's the correct call.
That is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 26 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point good by Hop. Game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Take that lead into intermission.
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now here's a pass on first down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Elliott. They get 6 here after the incompletion.
Run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Cooper's got it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeout. Prescott now from the 50. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's got this down to the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 20. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
Be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You race and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz going to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know that
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. In this game, what's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because here's what this team, we're just starting the second half and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, it's Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29.
They run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Prescott looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The covering. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it.
With that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm willing to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And plays like that, it's aspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And this is caught. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs and pretty much
what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Redskins are able to start line. They didn't try and reinvent the wheel, do anything cute. They just gave it to the big back.
You almost get the sense that if you can't get it in from the 1 yard line with your big guy carrying the football, you'll question yourself the rest of the day. They got it done.
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession.
Recoup and recover. They go to Elliott again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in that they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and break it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 49. Check 49. Man 5-7. Check 52. Watch out.
To throw, it's Wentz. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me.
Rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And we can break that scoring drive down. A long touchdown pass into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. To throw is Prescott. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third.
Something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott, blitz coming, and down he goes. Mason Foster, the blitz.
It's absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And some room to work. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Go. Check. 154. I smell 50.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the interception by the Redskins. Dean leads to a touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because
here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible change.
Because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Down from the 21 at 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense. So talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott, he finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 22-yard line.
Slant routes affect him catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Outright completes it to Jarwin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott throwing over the middle, and it's just Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Prescott, this will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. They were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the wide side. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this, and all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop it?
Because they need a turnover on that other side. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run again with Peterson. 4 yards the pickup. First
some yardage to put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
1st down. Here's a run with Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Redskin 1st down.
Guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Geis. And good penetration here. He'll get this down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get that quarterback, D-Line.
Now a give to Peterson running right. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I'm on. Bang, 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 bang. Link 5-2.
They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard.
Well, 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football.
It was like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's taken down after a gain of 3.
Out right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound him into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a...
Right, this is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. These situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside, that didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Wentz to throw under a heavy pass, and down he goes. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that got it. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.